Welcome to Principles of Management. This lecture is going over Chapter 17, Managing Information. The learning outcomes include explain the strategic importance of information, describe the characteristics of useful information, explain the basics of capturing, processing, and protecting information, describe how companies can access and share information and knowledge. Computers have drastically changed the ways people compile, store, communicate, and use information. Moore's law is the prediction that about every 2 years, computer processing power will double and its cost will drop by 50%. Raw data are facts and figures. Information useful data that can influence someone's choices and behaviors. First mover advantage is a strategic advantage that companies earn by being the first in an industry to use new information technology to substantially lower costs or to differentiate a product or service from that of competitors. Companies that use information technology to establish first mover advantage usually have higher market shares and profits. According to the resource-based view of information technology, companies need to address 3 critical questions in order to sustain a competitive advantage through the information technology. First, does the information technology create value for the firm by lowering costs or providing a better product or service? Second, is the information technology the same or different across competing firms? Third, is it difficult for another company to create or buy the information technology used by the firm? The key to sustaining a competitive advantage is using information technology to continuously improve and support the core function of a business. Information and data are more abundant today than ever before. Information is useful when it's accurate. There is an old saying regarding data analysis, and decision making. Garbage in, garbage out. Information is useful when it's complete. Incomplete or missing information makes it difficult to recognize problems and identify potential solutions. Information is useful when it pertains to the problems you are facing. Information is useful when it is timely. To be timely, the information must be available when needed to define a problem or to begin identifying possible solutions. Acquisition cost is the cost of obtaining data that you don't have. Cost should include buying data or collecting the data and any resources used to collect the data. Processing cost is the cost of turning raw data into usable information. Making it different formatted and structured data such as numbers, words, pictures, and social media capability is difficult and costly. Storage cost is the cost of physically or electronically archiving information for later retrieval and use. Most small mid-sized businesses rent cloud data storage and services from Amazon, Google, or Microsoft. Retrieval cost is the cost of accessing already stored and processed information. Several steps may be needed. Find the information, convince whoever has it to share it with you, and process the information to a form that is useful for you. Communication cost is the cost of transmitting information from one place to another. While Moore's law has significantly increased communication speeds and reduced communication costs, those costs aren't insignificant. Companies use information technologies to capture, process, and protect information. There are two basic methods of capturing information, manual and electronic. Manual capture is the information is slow, costly, labor-intensive, and also often inaccurate process, which entails recording and entering data by hand into data storage devices. To avoid the problems inherent in such a system, companies are relying more on electronic capture. They use electronics capture is the use of electronic storage devices such as barcodes, radio frequency identification tags, and documentation scanners to capture and record data electronically. Barcodes represent numerical data by varying the thickness and pattern of vertical bars. The primary advantage of barcoding is that the data they represent can be read, recorded in an instant with a handheld or pen-type scanner. QR or quick response codes are barcodes with black and white patterns scanned with your smartphone. Radio frequency identification tags contain minuscule microchips and antennas that transmit information via radio waves. Sensors detect an event or change and actively transmit that information to other electronic devices. Document scanners, which convert printed text and pictures into digital images, have become an increasingly popular method of capturing data electronically because they are inexpensive and easy to use. Processing information means transforming raw data into meaningful information that can be applied to business decision-making. Data mining is the process of discovering patterns and relationships in large amounts of data. Supervised data mining usually begins with the user telling the data mining software to look and test for specific patterns and relationships in a data set. By contrast, with unsupervised data mining, the user simply tells the data mining software to uncover whatever patterns and relationships it can find in data sets. Association or affinity patterns occur when two or more database elements tend to occur together in a significant way. Sequence patterns appear when two or more databases elements occur together in significant pattern in which one of the elements precedes the other. Protecting information is the process of ensuring that data is reliable and consistently retrievable in usable format for authorized users, but no one else. Two critical steps are required to make sure that data can be accessed by authorized users and no one else. One is authentication. That is making sure users are who they are. And the second is authorization. That is granting authenticated users approved access to data, software, and systems. Two-factor authentication, which is based on what users know, such as passwords, and what they have in their possessions, such as secure ID on their phones, or unique information that only they would know. Usually a passcode created. Firewall is a protective hardware software device that sits between the computers and an internal organizational network and the outside network, such as the internet. Malware is a program or piece of code that, without your knowledge, attaches itself to other programs on your computer and can trigger anything from harmless flashing messages to reformatting of your hard drive to a system-wide network shutdown. A virus is a special kind of malware that copies itself and spreads to other devices. And data encryption is the transformation of data into complex, scrambled digital codes that can be decrypted only by the authorized user who possesses the unique decryption keys. Virtual private networks, or VPNs, use software to encrypt all internet data at both ends of transmission process. Alternatively, many companies are now adopting web-based secure socket layers, SSLs, encryptions to provide secure offsite access to data and programs. While wireless networks come equipped with security encryption capabilities, in theory, they permit authorized users to access wireless networks. Those capabilities are essentially bypassed with the right tools. Information technologies are letting companies share data in new ways. An executive information system uses internal and external sources of data to provide managers and executives information they need to monitor and analyze organizational performance. Intranets are private company networks that allow employees to easily access, share, and publish information using internet software. Finally, corporate portals are a hybrid of executive information systems and the intranet. Each tool provides different functionality. EIS provides managers and executives with the information they need to monitor and analyze the organizational performance. Intranets help the companies distribute and publish information and forms within the company. Corporate portals allow company managers and employees to access customized information and complete specialized transactions using web browser. With electronic data interchange, or EDI, two companies convert purchase and ordering information to standardized format to enable direct electronic transmissions of that information from one company's computer system to the other company's system. Web services use standardized protocols to describe and transfer data from one company in such a way that those data can be automatically be read, understood, transcribed, and processed by a different computer system in another company. Knowledge is the understanding that one gains from information. Importantly, knowledge does not reside in information. Knowledge resides in people. A decisions support system, DSS, helps managers understand problems and potential solutions by acquiring and analyzing information with sophisticated modules and tools. Expert systems are created by capturing the specialized knowledge and decision rules used by experts and experienced decision makers. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is the capability of computerized systems to learn and adapt through experience. Expert systems are created by capturing the specialized knowledge and decision rules used by experts and experienced decision makers. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is the capability of computerized systems to learn and adapt through experience. Once again, thank you for taking the time to listen to this lecture. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out.